Hey, welcome here, everyone. It's Robin, and this is my channel, Oracle Rising. Okay, so this is where I'm hoping to help you guys expose yourself a little bit more to different ways of thinking about spirituality, and maybe on your ascension path, or just with weird stuff that is you have no answers to. Anyway, so I'm doing an energy reading for the month ahead, and this is going to be really helpful for those of you that identify as Lightworkers and Starseeds and Crystal and Indigo Children, and just, you know, if your mission is here on Earth to assist the vibration of the planet to rise, okay? That just, it can't come fast enough if you ask me. So I'm going to tap into whatever guides are available. I'm specifically searching, just give me a minute. I'd really like an Arcturian guide to come and participate, please. I'm an Arcturian starseed, so that would really be helpful to me. Okay, I sense somebody coming in, so just hold on for a second. Let me keep shuffling. This can really help me to connect to the guides, okay? So, all right, so let me start pulling cards. We have the Four of Pentacles in reverse, okay? And yes, we talk about money and spirituality because money kind of makes the world go around. You know, everybody that says that money doesn't matter, maybe they have too much of it. But the Four of Pentacles in reverse, okay, you want to talk about the Four of Pentacles upright, is saying, oh, you know, all the negative things about money that I don't want to repeat, because I just don't want that energy going out into my field and going out into source, okay? So there is going to be a relief from that, and maybe you'll come into quite a substantial amount of money, or maybe you'll just get a little bit of a bonus, okay? But it's just going to be a bit of a perspective change. And maybe what I said earlier about I don't want those negative comments, excuse me, I have the hiccups, about money, I don't want that going out into the universe, right? Because I don't want it to stem my flow. So that could be something maybe to think about for you. I mean, there's so much of it. When you look around at people, like, how are people billionaires? You know what I mean? So it's possible for you to sort of rise up above whatever level you're in right now and get to the next one, so you could breathe a little bit easier, maybe help out people a little bit more. Now I have the Ten of Swords in reverse, okay? So it seems like there's going to be an end to some sort of duality that is happening in your life. The Ten of Swords here in the Starman Tarot, it's showing a separation of soul and spirit. So this is something that I'm getting here from the guides, is that they're saying you may want to do some sort of like a soul retrieval meditation. There's tons on YouTube. You could just look one up, okay? And just whatever one feels like it works for you, just try it, okay? Because it's like maybe you've given a piece of your soul away, or if you had a particularly difficult road, like a hard childhood, or maybe you had a narcissistic or abusive parent or partner, like that, just it chips away at you, you know, and it brings you down. So there was this type of a separation, and it seems like some of your soul might have left you to protect itself, okay? Because it was like, oh, this is too much for me, right? So human vessel, you can slog through that. You just maybe weren't ready to have this come back in full force. So I mean, these are both really good signs for the month ahead, for June, or whenever you happen to watch the reading, okay? Just a new light coming into your life, and maybe you know, I'm just seeing a little bit more support from ancestors, definitely, and whatever sort of deity that you believe in, whatever your spiritual path is. I feel like you're going to come to a place more of enlightenment as angel number 444 goes by, and I absolutely love this, okay? we do have the Sacred Clown here. So the Sacred Clown in the Starman Tarot is equal to the Fool, okay? But this is sort of coming from a place of, you know, I've kind of been through it. I've seen a thing or two, you know, and I'm okay with my darkness. So I'm really seeing, oh, that's really interesting here too, what I'm getting with the 10 of Swords. And now we've got this particular Sacred Clown. This is a total integration of your shadow self as well. There could have been things in your past that maybe you were embarrassed about or ashamed of, coming to a place where you're like, well, that happened. That was what my soul wanted to take place while I was down here on this earth walk as everything crumbles around me. Some days it feels like that. Am I right? Let me know in the comments. Like some days you're like, what is going on? So anyway, Sacred Clown, you're like, okay, yeah, and that made me stronger, and just able to see things, you know. And I find that sometimes the purpose of going through really dark times is so that you can recognize them when they come up again, you know. Next time maybe you won't fall for the line of a narcissistic abuser, or you won't get pulled back into the family that you are like self-exiling from, or anybody that you just, you know, they just have this sort of siren song about them. And now you're like, I see you and I'm going to pass on that because I have my higher mission to accomplish. And I've done way too much work on myself. Like, and these are things that you can tell yourself when somebody comes back. Okay. You know, and I'm not talking about a single event where somebody like just made a huge mess of everything and maybe hurt your feelings really bad. I'm talking about the people that are sustained over time, like trying to make you feel bad, you know, and you finally recover from that and see who they really are. So your soul can come back in full force, as well as your shadow self that you need. So like, you really need your shadow self on your side. You don't want them taking over, because their shadow self is very, very powerful, and sometimes they run the show. And if you look back at times in your life, you'll see where your shadow self was at the wheel and you're like, oh, okay, well, never mind. So I have the Sun card here for you. So this is like abundant new life coming in for you. I really just can't emphasize enough how just try to avoid reading really, really intense, depressing, hurtful, anything media that can damage the way that you look at your life, okay? Because there is new life coming in here. And this is with the Starseeds and Lightworkers and people that are like radiating at high vibrational source levels. That's what we're here to do, okay? And I want you guys to never forget that you're not alone, okay? And this can be sort of, you can maybe feel alone on your path, but I'm also getting a message from my guides here that it's time for you to also meet somebody that is, maybe they live in the same city as you, so you can actually hang out with somebody that you can talk about all this deep stuff that you think about, and you're trying to find answers on the internet. Like, I know many of you just were searching for answers on things, and that guided you to my channel, and you're like, oh, okay, yeah, that's great. So a powerful new ally coming in. I did pull the Queen of Pentacles, so this is going to probably be an earth sign. This is a Taurus, Virgo, or a Capricorn, just bringing in a lot of new energy, and you guys can maybe click very, very, very well, okay? And maybe even form a business and, you know, a partnership. And if you're single, this could maybe even be that person that you could say, oh, somebody gets me and I would like to spend the rest of my life with that person, okay? So June is going to be a really interesting month. Going back to the Sun card here, the guides are saying, you know, try to get outside, you know, and get some sun exposure, because the sun contains codes as well, okay? So, and really can help regenerate you. Like, just don't be afraid of the sun. I've got a big fat plane flying overhead, so excuse that rumble. And then we have the King of Pentacles, okay? So just remember that you're creating your own life. And maybe some people might think it's a bad idea not to stay up to date with current events or following celebrities and stuff like that. Angel number 1010 just went by. You know, and you can build your own reality. It could be a really healthy one for you. Again, we did pull Pentacles, so this is going to strongly factor in. And you know what? We have the Queen and King of Pentacles here. So a very powerful alliance coming up between you and an earth sign. And again, that couple that we're seeing here, this could be somebody that you could really align with either as a business partner, a friendship, or that long-awaited relationship that you've been looking for, and it's going to be very productive. This is not going to be a person that you're going to have to bother all the time. Can you help me with this? Can you do that for me? Like, what do you want to do today? This is like somebody that is, this synergistic level is going to be off the charts, and it's just going to be this amazing relationship, whatever form it takes, and a lifelong bond. And I'm gonna end on 11/11. I missed it. Okay, guys. Bye.